Imagine a warplane so stealthy, it can soar across continents, bomb its target, and vanish all without leaving a trace on enemy radar. That's not science fiction, that's the B-2 spirit. A bomber so advanced, it looks like a football field in size, yet appears on radar as tiny as a fly. No missile can touch it, no radar can see it. And its power, enough to change the balance of global conflict in an instant. But how did America create something that seems to defy physics? What science makes this 52-meter-wide monster completely undetectable? And why has the US kept it a secret for so long? To understand the B-2's origin, we have to go back to a time when America was humiliated on the world stage when one Soviet missile shattered its confidence in the skies. That one moment sparked a silent race, a race to build an aircraft that could never be shot down again. This is the story of the world's most expensive, most elusive, and most game-changing bomber ever built. This is the untold truth of the B-2 spirit. On May 1st, 1960, the world witnessed a turning point in aerial warfare. A U.S. spy plane, the Lockheed U-2, off from a base in Pakistan on a covert mission deep into Soviet territory. Washington believed the aircraft flew to high over 80,000 feet for any Soviet missile to reach it. They were wrong. The Soviet Union deployed its S-75 Dvina missile system and scored a direct hit. The U-2 shattered in the sky. The pilot, Gary Powers, was captured. America claimed it was a weather research plane, but when the Soviets displayed the wreckage in the surveillance gear, the lie fell apart. It was a global embarrassment for the U.S. This one event cracked open America's air supremacy. Suddenly, their once untouchable aircraft were vulnerable, as Soviet missile tech evolved, introducing the deadliest, capable of hitting targets 100 kilometers away. American generals faced a terrifying truth. Their bombers were now flying coffins. That realization birthed a new obsession. The U.S. needed an aircraft that wouldn't just survive radar, but completely disappear from it. A ghost in the sky. From the ashes of the U-2 incident, the B-2 spirit would rise as America's ultimate answer to Soviet dominance. After the U-2 disaster, the U.S. Air Force wasn't just looking for a new aircraft, they needed a revolution in the skies. In 1978, they launched the Advanced Technology Bomber Program, a top-secret project to build the ultimate stealth machine. It had to do what no bomber before could: sneak into enemy territory, drop bombs, and escape completely unnoticed. The goal wasn't just to dodge radar, it was to erase the aircraft's existence. Engineers at Northrop Grumman pushed the boundaries of aerospace design. They eliminated the tail fin. They reimagined the body as a flying wing. Every curve, every angle was designed to deflect radar, not reflect it. Development moved in total secrecy. For years, the public had no idea such a weapon even existed. It wasn't until 1989 that the B-2 Spirit made its first flight, and not until 1997 that it was revealed to the world. The sight was surreal: land aircraft with no vertical stabilizer, just a black, bat-like shadow cruising through the sky. It didn't just look different, it was different. The B-2 wasn't built for the wars of yesterday, it was engineered for the battles no one had even imagined yet. Radar works by sending signals into the sky and waiting for them to bounce back from objects. That's how most aircraft are, detected by reflecting those signals back to their source. But what happens when those signals never return? That's the genius of the B-2 Spirit. It doesn't reflect radar, it swallows it and disappears. Most planes have vertical tails, curved noses, and external engines, all of which reflect radar like mirrors. That's exactly what the B-2 avoids. Its entire design is one smooth flying wing. No tail fin, no vertical stabilizers, no sharp protrusions. Every line and surface is angled precisely to scatter radar waves in every direction, except back to the source. But shape alone isn't enough. The B-2 is coated with a highly classified radar-absorbent material. The special skin drinks in radar energy rather than bouncing it back. The result, a radar cross-section of just 0.0. Imagine trying to find a fly in the sky. That's how small it looks to radar. To compare, the B-52 shows up like a two-bedroom apartment on radar. The F-15, like a small room. Even smaller jets like the Rafale register clearly. But the B-2? Virtually nothing. It's not just stealthy, it's ghost-like. And it doesn't stop there. Even the panel edges and weapon bay doors are saw-toothed, deflecting radar rather than creating seams that would give it away. Every single detail of its body, from materials to geometry, is tailored for one goal: stay invisible. This ISNT, an aircraft that avoids detection, an aircraft that was never meant to be seen at all. Avoiding radar is just the beginning. The B-2 Spirit also evades something just as deadly: missiles that chase heat. Most aircraft leave behind a massive thermal footprint. Their engines blaze like beacons in the infrared spectrum, making them easy targets for heat-seeking and infrared-guided missiles. But the B-2 is built differently. Its engines aren't exposed there, buried inside the wing structure. Instead of pumping out scorching exhaust, the B-2 mixes its hot engine air with cool outside air before releasing it. This drastically reduces the heat heat signature. Think of it like pouring boiling water into a cold river. It disappears fast. This isn't just smart, it's strategic. By flying at altitudes up to 15,000 meters, the B-2 minimizes drag and avoids heat detection altogether. Where a standard fighter, like the F-16, could be spotted by infrared sensors from 100 kilometers away, the B-2 won't be seen until it's practically overhead, and often that's already too late. And unlike most jets, which leave trails visible even in infrared, the B-2's signature is practically zero. This is no coincidence, it's the result of years of thermal masking, engineering, and classified technology. Missile systems rely on two things: visibility and target lock. The B-2 defeats both. With no radar return and almost no thermal footprint, heat-seeking missiles can't latch on, and radar-guided systems have nothing to chase. In modern warfare, being invisible means being invincible. And when it comes to the B-2, no missile on Earth can hit what it can't find. Even if a radar manages to catch a glimpse of the B-2, the aircraft still has a secret weapon up its sleeve: ECM, or electronic countermeasures. These aren't just signal jets. The B-2's ECM system is one of the most sophisticated in the world. It listens to radar frequencies, identifies which radar has detected it, and then fights back with deception. It sends false signals that confuse enemy radar, making it appear as though the B-2 is somewhere else or everywhere at once. Imagine a single plane showing up as 20 separate blips on a radar screen. That's not just hard to track, it's impossible to target. And because the B-2's ECM only reacts to the radar that actually detects it, nearby systems remain unaffected, keeping the deception surgical and undetected. The system doesn't just blind the radar, it manipulates it. It captures the radar wave, alters it, and sends it back with false data. To the enemy, the signal looks real, but in reality, they're chasing shadows. Combined with its shape encoding, the ECM turns the B-2 into a digital ghost. Even the most advanced detection networks can tell where it really is, or for all its stealth and trickery, the B-2 Spirit is still a bomber, and that means power. A lot of it. Inside its massive belly, the B-2 can carry up to 18,000 kilograms of weapons. That's equivalent to the weight of 15 full-size cars. It can house 80 precision-guided JDM bombs, 16 B-83 nuclear warheads, or 16 AGM-158 stealth cruise missiles. And everything is stored internally to maintain its invisible profile. But firepower means nothing without range. The B-2 can travel over 11,000 kilometers on a single tank of fuel. With just one mid-air refueling, it can reach any target on Earth and return without ever landing. During the Afghanistan War, B-2 bombers took off from Missouri, flew 9,500 kilometers, bombed targets, and flew back. One mission lasted 45 continuous hours. It's not just built to destroy, it's built to endure. High-altitude flight reduces air resistance, increasing fuel efficiency, and its systems allow it to operate in any weather, day or night. Even if GPS satellites are knocked out, the B-2 uses celestial navigation to fly by the stars. This isn't just a bomber, it's a long-range, precision-guided, globally operating ghost with teeth. The B-2 Spirit isn't just an aircraft, it's a symbol of technology pushed to the edge, of a country's determination to never be caught off guard again, and of a future where warplanes don't just fly, they vanish. From its radar-defying shape to its silent engines and digital deception, every part of the B-2 is engineered to dominate without ever being seen. It's not just the most expensive aircraft in history, it's the most untouchable. If you were stunned by the B-2's secrets, hit like, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more insane military tech stories.